Allan, the food dude, is in the house. You guys ready?
Yes.
Good morning, everybody.
All right, Allan. So at first touch, it's warm.
All right,
in
so
the dish.
we got our first part of the reveal. It is indeed warm. We had so much stuff in a week. I mean, we had Super Bowl, Valentine's.
Yeah, we had a lot going on.
And, you know, we kind of almost overshadowed my favorite one, Fat Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This
Appley cinnamon.
apple, cinnamon, something or other.
Oh, how about a hardcore, serious bread pudding
Oh, wow.
with
Is this
bourbon
liquid? Is this
sauce?
alcohol?
Am I going to get
It is alcohol,
Yes.
Jeff. It is alcohol.
All right.
Wow. Am I going
Yeah.
to get diabetes eating this thing?
Actually, no. There is about half the sugar you would normally get. I am not a proponent of the sugary, sweet, giant cinnamon roll that most people make into bread pudding.
Yeah.
I am like, just plain old bread. And instead of the cup of sugar that goes in for about, a batch of this, I use half. I use half of that. And I use brown sugar for my glaze, for the bourbon sauce. So you get
It's
all
great.
that wonderful molasses, dark, amazing flavor, but you're not just eating a bowl of sugar with some bread wrapped around it. You actually get to enjoy the cinnamon and the nutmeg and the ginger and the good play of spices.
Well, let's just be honest. I mean, obviously this is homemade, but stuff you buy at the store now, stuff's so processed. They just overload it with the sugar
yeah.
and the stuff, and you probably don't have to like this. This is not overloaded. It's got enough sweetness
Yeah.
with minimal sugar.
Yeah.
It smells good. There's a good taste to it, but Allan,
Uh-oh.
There's no ice cream.
No cheese.
There was no cheese.
the texture bothers me.
It's a pudding.
Yeah.
It's bread
No, I get it.
pudding. It's bread
Well, at the end of the
pudding.
day, you've got to know what you're getting because you wouldn't eat like a wet ham sandwich, but you're eating wet bread here.
Yeah. No, I get it.
No, the
But
thing
it
is,
tastes good.
it is a pudding. It has not been overcooked.
And you know me, I'm a little sissy when it comes to texture.
It's
gotta,
all right.
It's got to
It's
have some crunch to it somewhere.
Well,
But this is good. The flavoring is great. It really is.
now last night when it came out of the oven, the original texture on top was good and crunchy. I got to skim that off for ditch. So.
Yeah, next time I'm your guy.
But keep in mind, this stuff got cooked last night and had to get microwaved this morning. So
See,
you
when I
lost
get-
a little bit of your crunch.
I'm one of those guys who likes the side of the macaroni and cheese dish that's
Yeah, corners.
crunchy
Oh,
on the
yeah.
corners.
The cheese scab.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you like the little edge of the lasagna?
Yes, sir.
And if you're going to do brownies, everybody wants a
All right.
corner.
Yep.
So
Well, I've never done this, but I've heard people do it because they like, dressing. They like the crunchy part. But they make dressing balls, roll it up, put it on the cookie sheet. So
Yes.
everything's. Is it? But could you potentially do it with this? I don't know the makeup of this, or is it too messy to make
this
a
is a
clump of it? Throw it
little
on the tray.
wet.
Okay. All right.
Now, what you could do is
Muffin.
Well,
or
you
cupcake
could
tins.
kind of truffle this if you wanted to and use less milk, make more of a bread dough and less of
Okay.
a bread pudding, and still get the same flavors. Because it's the big three missing your favorite.
Let's just do the secret that the ham companies do. When you go buy the ham with the glaze on it, just get a blowtorch and make it crunchy on top.
Well,
That's
and-
your secret.
Yeah.
well, that's what you do with creme
All right.
brulee also,
Yeah.
right there in the
Yeah, just get
restaurant.
the
You
blowtorch out,
make
man.
that little crisp little discus of sugar on top. You break out the creme brulee torch, and it is literally a blue flame torch that you just
You got,
go
and you got
across
to get
it.
the fancy. You don't get the the big blue one from like Home Depot. Get the fancy one that you see on the chef shows.
That would be funny if your waiter came out with a big.
Walk in there
propane
with
thing.
that weed burner. And
Yeah.
go, all right, hang on, guys. Oosh, there you go. Man, that'll flat put a crust
All right.
on it for you. Either one will. So,
All right, so Allan, what all you got in this thing again?
all right, bread pudding is actually at its basics really simple. It is about 8 pieces of bread, cut it into cubes, let it dry a little bit. Couple of cups of milk, half a cup of sugar is my recipe, and then you have, of course, a teaspoon of cinnamon, teaspoon of nutmeg, and about a half a teaspoon of ginger. 2 eggs. You mix up the batter. You put the bread in it. You flop it around until everybody's goopy and a mess. Into the oven it
mush in.
goes at 350 for about 35, 45 minutes till it's cooked to the level you want it cooked. Out it comes. The real trick is the glaze. Do you want a lemon glaze? Do you want a sugar glaze? Do you want a bourbon glaze? What do you want? What kind of sauce do you want to put on this? And the big secret to that is really honestly brown sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Most people's recipes use about half a cup of white sugar. I prefer the brown sugar because I like that molasses flavor. I like that not overly your teeth are buzzing sweet that you get out of just granulated white sugar. So brown sugar gives you that nice, good, full flavor. Mm-hmm. And again, not as much sugar, and you don't need as much of it. Now, you have the classic here. You have the bourbon sauce.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty subtle. I thought it was really good. It was not overwhelming. I liken it to when you have a salad and then you pour too much dressing on there and you're really just tasting the dressing.
That's all you got.
I tasted everything with this. It was done. I thought it was well balanced.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
We'll put this up at newstalk989.com. Of course, you can always follow Allan
at thecookingshowtoday.com.
The Cooking Show Today or the Cooking Today Show?
Thecookingtodayshow.com. I got to read my card right over there. Thecookingtodayshow.com.